Welcome to Radio Veritas Asia News. This is Shirley Benedictos, and these are the headlines this week. Pope Francis completes his apostolic journey to Congo and South Sudan. Indian bishops resolve to face growing challenges in a synodal way. Yangon major seminarians urged to cultivate courage of authenticity. 310 children received the sacrament of confirmation in Bangladesh. Pope Francis plans to visit India next year.
Radio Veritas Asia, the voice of Asian Christianity. Radio Veritas Asia mobile app offers services in English and 21 Asian languages. Download the Radio Veritas Asia app to get more videos from Radio Veritas Asia. Comment, like, and share.
Pope Francis completes his apostolic journey to Congo and South Sudan. Pope Francis completed his week-long apostolic journey to the Democratic Republic of Congo and South Sudan. Pope Francis arrived in Congo's capital, Kinshasa, on January 31, accompanied by more than 70 journalists and others. During his 4-day stay in Congo, Pope Francis denounced the conflicts that continue to ravage the country and condemned the reckless exploitation of its immense natural resources by foreign forces. Pope said, "Hands off Africa, stop choking Africa. It is not a mine to be stripped or a terrain to be plundered. May Africa be the protagonist of its own destiny." He urged the Congolese people to take their destiny into their own hands by rejecting violence and hatred. Pope reminded them that the Congolese people are more precious than diamonds found abundantly in their soil, and told them that peace and development come from spiritual wealth and not from natural resources. On February 3, Pope Francis reached South Sudan. He was joined by Archbishop Justin Welby of Canterbury and Reverend Ian Greenshields, moderator of the Church of Scotland, in the Pilgrimage of Peace to South Sudan. This common pilgrimage of these three religious leaders is a great sign of hope for peace and reconciliation around the world, as well as for ecumenism. Pope Francis's 3-day apostolic journey to South Sudan saw the Pope celebrate Mass, entrust the nation to Our Lady of Africa, and launch a forceful appeal for peace and reconciliation. Pope Francis concluded his visit in Sudan with a word of encouragement. "May hope and peace dwell among you, and may hope and peace dwell in South Sudan. Never lose hope and lose no opportunity to build peace." South Sudan is the world's youngest country with a large Catholic population and has suffered violent conflict. The Pope met rival leaders in 2019, kissing their feet and pleading for peace. Indian bishops resolve to face growing challenges in a synodal way. The 34th Plenary Assembly of the Conference of Catholic Bishops of India concluded in Bangalore on January 30, taking note of the following challenges faced by the Catholic Church in India and proposing to face them in a synodal way. In the final message, bishops stated that the Church in India has substantially contributed to nation building, especially through her engagement in the fields of education, healthcare, and social uplift. Bishops discussed the theme telling the story of Jesus in her context, the synodal way, from January 24 to 30. Yangon major seminarians urged to cultivate courage of authenticity. The Vatican representative to Myanmar, Monsignor Andrea Ferrante, urged the seminarians of St. Joseph's Catholic Major Seminary to cultivate courage of authenticity in order to make Jesus known through witness, fraternity, and dialogue. He was addressing the professors and seminarians at the start of the new academic year. Monsignor Ferrante highlighted courage of authenticity, capacity to come out of oneself, and openness to dialogue as the three characteristics to be cultivated by seminarians to become missionary disciples. 310 children in Bangladesh receive the sacrament of confirmation. On the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord on February 2, 310 children received the Sacrament of Confirmation from Bishop Gervas Rosario at Sursunipara Catholic Church in the Rajshahi Diocese of Bangladesh. About 500 people witnessed the ceremony. Bishop Gervas told the children, "The Holy Spirit will always be with you, giving you strength and courage and enlightening you to do good works." Pope Francis plans to visit India next year. Speaking to journalists on board his flight back to Rome from Sudan, Pope Francis said that he plans to visit India next year. He also outlined his upcoming travel schedules to Lisbon, Portugal for the World Youth Day in August, Marseille, France to the Mediterranean Bishops' Meet in September, and Mongolia. Pope Francis received an official invitation to visit India from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in October 2021 during his visit to the Vatican. Pope John Paul II was the last pope to visit India. Thanks for watching Radio Veritas Asia News. Download the Radio Veritas Asia app for more Asian church news.